Chris, what is our first main topic today?
Our first topic is coming from James Argenta. According to The Hollywood Reporter, actress Mary Elizabeth Winstead has been cast in The Ahsoka Show. Winstead joins a cast that includes Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka, Ivana Sacno, Natasha Liu Bordizzo, who is set to play Mandalorian Sabine Wren, and Hayden Christensen reprising his role as Ahsoka's Jedi Master, Anakin Skywalker. Does the Mary Elizabeth Winstead casting make you more excited for The Ahsoka Show coming to Disney Plus next year? John, are you pumped?
I am. Listen, surprisingly enough, I am already pumped for the show. And I hate the Ahsoka character.
I know.
At least I have traditionally hated the character. I thought it was a whiny, annoying, out of place, makes no sense character. But sure, she gets really good. Nah, she doesn't. At least not to me.
I love her.
But I gotta say, my cold wooden boy Pinocchio heart had a little Jiminy Cricket in it when the character returned in Rebels. And I started warming up to the Ahsoka character in Rebels. And then I got caught up in it just like everybody else when they built up to the big, climax of her versus Anakin and all. I thought it was a cop-out of an ending where they both walked away, but whatever. I really enjoyed that. But then the key turning point for me came when she appeared in Mandalorian with Rosario Dawson. Just by the way, to me, number one, all time, I think the ultimate geek guy's dream girl ever is Rosario Dawson's character in Clerks 2. I think she's like the perfect embodiment of the every geek guy's dream girl. But I've loved her career. She's an incredible actress. And so I was excited when I heard she was cast to play Ahsoka. And then we saw Ahsoka live action. I'm like, this just works. And oh my God, I'm looking forward to the Ahsoka show. Which had you told me that 3 years ago, I would have slapped you and called you Timmy. I mean, there's no way that it doesn't happen. I can't happen, but it is. I'm looking forward to this. Another actress I have always adored is Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I mean, I think probably like a lot of people, I really first took notice of her in Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yes, Ramona Flowers.
Oh my gosh, I loved her in that. Hell, I even liked her in that not so good The Thing continuation remake thing. I actually thought she carried herself very well.
She's a good actress.
Yeah.
She really is.
And then she did another little film that I didn't think was all that great recently, but it was kind of fun. And it was that action film on Netflix, Kate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And while I didn't think the movie was super strong, I'm like, Mary Elizabeth Winstead to me, is absolutely fantastic. This comes to us from the folks over at The Hollywood Reporter who write the following. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is punching her career into hyperspace. The actress has joined the budding cast of Ahsoka, the next Star Wars live-action series gearing up to go into production at Lucasfilm and Disney+. Rosario Dawson is starring as the fan-favorite character Ahsoka Tano, a Jedi Knight survivor popular on the animation side of Star Wars, who made her live-action debut in the second season of The Mandalorian. Hayden Christensen, good Canadian kid, is reprising the role of Anakin Skywalker for the series, which is set 5 years after the events of The Return of the Jedi, with Ukrainian actress Ivana Sacno and Australian thespian Natasha Liu Bordizzo, I hope I'm saying that right, also slated to be on the cast sheet. Plot details and Winstead's character information are being kept hidden in the bunker on 10 Cloverfield Lane. Of course, she was also really, really great in that Cloverfield.
She was really good in that.
So, I'm going to come out here. This is totally blind guess. Have had no information, but I'm betting a lot of people are guessing the same thing. Oh, she's going to be dark side. I think she's going to be a dark side user. The idea to me of a big build up through the season of Ahsoka. Now, of course, the main villain I think is supposed to be Grand Admiral Thrawn. And I think the show is going to be focused around Ahsoka and Sabine searching for Ezra, who I believe is going to be played by, why am I forget his name from Aladdin? I'm forgetting the actor's name from Aladdin, but the dude who played Aladdin and did it very well. I think he's supposed to play Ezra, but I'm guessing, for all I know, Ahsoka may be, Mary Elizabeth might be Ahsoka's best friend for all I know, but I'm guessing dark side user working with Grand Admiral Thrawn, and the climax of this one is going to be Ahsoka, Rosario Dawson versus Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I'm all for it if it is, but I'm all for it for anything. Anyway, the question was, does her being added to this increase my excitement for it? I was already excited, but yes, this increases the excitement for it for me. Chris, I know you've been anticipating this one. You've been following this one with great interest. First of all, what do you think about the addition of Mary Elizabeth to this? And then second, where's your anticipation level right now for Ahsoka?
Literally put Mary Elizabeth Winstead in everything. I love her so much. Oh, I think she's so cool. I think she's such a great actress. I really, really enjoy her. So it absolutely increases my level of interest here. This is just a great cast. It's really,
it
really
really
great.
is.
And it's Mina Masood.
Mina Masood, that's it.
Thank you. I'm so excited he's going to be Ezra. I think he's wonderful too. I really, really am excited to see this story plan out. I'm just really hyped that you gave Ahsoka a chance. I knew if we gave it time, there'd be common ground. This is great.
And I mean, look, a lot of it had to do with number one with Rebels.
Cast for this show is great, and I think that bringing back Hayden Christensen, I'm sure we're going to get flashbacks to live action Clone Wars stuff. In addition to probably we'll see Vader. Wouldn't you imagine that we would? I guess maybe.
Or Force Ghost or something.
All kinds of things. So, and the rest of this cast is great. The fact that they're adding her, I think you're right. I think she's been leading up to being a badass. And if she is a Force user, I mean, obviously Ahsoka's going to need a foil. Or maybe she's the right-hand person of Grand Admiral Thrawn. Don't know. I would love to see it. Can't wait. When do we get this show? This year?
They haven't even announced when it's officially going into production.
Because we're going to get Obi-Wan first.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're not going to get this till 2023.
Yeah,
that's my. I mean, they haven't even started shooting it. I mean, we are still obviously early enough of the year that you could start shooting it next month and have it ready for launch, say come December. But I'm thinking that's when Mandalorian is probably going to come out.
Right,
season 3. So we'll have to see. Here's something. Let me know what you guys think about this. I remember early in the days, it was like, oh, this one isn't going to be kind of overseen by Favreau. Where do you think the energy level and hype is? Do you think the current disappointment, and look, some people are loving the Book of Boba Fett. Some people are loving it. I'm not discounting that. But I think it's fair to say that a lot of people have been a little bit disappointed with it. Maybe some extremely disappointed, but at least a little bit disappointed. Have you guys sensed it all? Because I felt a lot of excitement when they announced, like, Rangers of the New Republic, which we now know is scrapped, Ahsoka, the Acolyte, which is probably the one I'm most excited about. Have you guys felt at all any kind of tempering of excitement over the overall Star Wars on Disney Plus stuff with what's been going on with the Book of Boba Fett? Or do you think hope still springs eternal for everything else we're seeing?
I mean, I do feel like people are kind of getting tired of this slow burn that's happening. Right. A lot of that, though, I think comes from we forgot how to watch television. Binging really, really set us up for we want to watch everything right now. Give me all the story. I don't have time for character development. I don't have time for long, lingering artistic shots, which is very upsetting. That said, I think people are also experiencing burnout on Star Wars the same way people are experiencing burnout on some superhero properties.
Right.
I'm not one of these people. It's a renaissance for me. I'm thriving. But I do think people are a little inundated with stuff right now. I'm hoping, though, that everyone just sits back and lets it happen. I'm really enjoying the ride personally. I love all this content.
Rob, what about you? What are you sensing?
I think, like you always say, winning changes everything. Yep. I think the Boba Fett show it's been disappointing for me from the writing, but most importantly, the character of Boba Fett seems to be transformed in some way into something I didn't think he was. This idea of being a noble and fighting for the side of good almost. I think that people are perplexed and confused by that, but they're not perplexed or confused by The Mandalorian.
That's true.
And you have a new show that comes on like an Ahsoka show and it delivers the goods. I think Obi-Wan's going to be great. Deborah Chow directed that show.
I'm so excited about that.
I can't wait to see this. You got Ewan McGregor coming back as a legacy character, and he's probably the most legit actor, having played Obi-Wan for 3 movies. I mean, plus he's just a world-class actor. I think there's a lot of excitement. I think right now we might be just in a little bit of a rut because of one show. But you know what, John? One more good show wipes all of that away.
It's true.
Oh, real quick, can we talk about the Power Rangers who showed up though in Boba Fett?
Oh, the Mos Espa Vespas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've talked at length about
I just still can't wrap my head around that part.
No,
I want to like this, but I don't know why Voltron's here.
I've seen Voltron. I've seen a lot of memes too about the gang from Back to the Future 2.
Yeah.
Like that's the comparisons to that as well. Their own version of Power Rangers on. I don't know. Listen. I trust Favreau. Maybe he's got some big payoff for it somewhere near the end. Maybe they do all
They'll film
combine.
one big Boba Fett.
One big, yeah, they combine with their various mechanical robotic pieces combine, and they pull out a big sword, and then
gonna be great.
Wow.
little goobly monsters run out that they've got to fight. It'll be awesome.
Well, they are like half robots, so
That's what I mean,
theoretically,
yeah.
maybe they combine with their Vespas, and then they all combine into one giant.
It's
That's
like
not even Star
you
Wars.
open your mouth and gold pours out,
know.
Rob.
Telling you.
Just pure gold pours out. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Were you excited about the Ahsoka Tano show at all in the first place? If you were or weren't, whatever. But what do you think about the addition of Mary Elizabeth Winstead? I think this is great. How do you guys feel about it? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.